Welcome to Learning in Limestone. Our goal, success for all.
Art is a powerful medium for teaching and will serve as a bridge for students to connect between the history and culture of Indigenous people. Let's see how it started.
I think the experience for the students with the Belonging Project is that Georgina and I are working together in every aspect of the learning. So the curriculum, the regular curriculum, school curriculum is all there, but we're learning Georgina's side of all of the elements of the teaching.
So the important part, as Nancy was just saying, even though the Ontario curriculum does have content of residential school, it's not enough information to be shared. And the approach to using various mediums of art is a kinder and gentler way of all these different young minds at this elementary level to comprehend and to learn more about residential school. And in doing so, we're teaching the past and the current time of what it is to be that age, being in elementary school, and having young students relate to the children who were in residential school. So really developing belonging and empathy for these young people.
We were learning about the medicine wheel and the 4 animals and the personality traits. And so all of the students answered a personality question and then incorporated that into a sculptural chain with all of their other classmates. So a lot of times, like what Georgina was saying, you can engage and interpret what you're learning with the history and the facts of history a lot better when you're actually putting it into your own artwork.
Can you describe what's happening here on your collage?
Okay, so we're each making a collage about a person who lived here about like 100 years ago, and a couple weeks ago we went on what we called a walkabout around Kingston, and we each had a house that we had to find, and so we're just using what we found from that and using it to make a collage.
Could you talk to me about some of the Indigenous teachings you're learning?
So the first thing that we did when Nancy and Georgina did was we made our own medicine wheel in the schoolyard. And so we talked about the 4 different colors, animals, and directions that represented that. So there was red, black, yellow, and white for the colors. And then the animals were wolf, buffalo, eagle, and bear. And we kind of just talked about how the colors related to the animals and then their own directions.
Why is it important to learn about residential schools, and what have you learned so far?
It's important to learn about them, because the best way to make the future better is to learn about history and make sure you don't repeat it. So it's good for people our age to learn about it, so if they ever become in a position of power or some way they could affect something of the sorts, they would know what to do. How they treat the kids isn't good, people died, and people were just taken from their homes, and it wasn't right.
What spirit animal did you feel most connected to, and why?
I wasn't sure which spirit animal I was most connected to, but a bunch of people said that I was a buffalo, so I went with that.
The Belonging workshops are a great way to start a discussion through the journey of truth and reconciliation through the arts. It's a year-long project that literally brings learning alive.
Learning in Limestone is brought to you by the Limestone District School Board.